guys, how you doing? This is Manga section. I'm here today to bring a review for Shaman King episode 51, the second to last episode. So Yo versus Silver. So I'm not gonna lie, this started off pretty good and I was feeling and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, we're gonna finally get a good fight between like one of our main cast and one of the patch members. It started off good. I was starting to feel a bit of emotional fight to it. So I was kind of, as the episode was going on, I felt like, okay, cool, this was going to be a good fight. But I was wrong. And I'm not disappointed in the sense where I knew that this was going to be rushed. Second to last episode, we still got how to deal with. So I knew it was going to be rushed. But I think I'm more disappointed with the outcome of this fight over all of the other fights with the other patch members simply because I feel like this fight was teased more to be a good one. We had that whole tease a couple of episodes back, and and I feel like the big how the episode started to how this episode started was a tease as well. So I just feel like disappointed in that aspect of it. So after that fight, we go into the final fight with the final tribe member, and again another quick fight, not really impressive in any sense of the word, and the thing about this fight that bugged me the most is not how quick it was, is rather they did this last patch member day, because this last patch member had a bit of a backstory to them, uh, more entwined, if that's the word I'm looking for, with the Guardian Ghost, and that kind of information, it was kind of interesting, and I feel like that that should have even it just wasn't enough time spent on it really, and it's because of that it left me just uninterested in the facts, like, because there was links to the Oracle Bell and the whole reason why the Shaman fight started in the first place and all of that. That was all intertwined within this patch member's backstory, and because we're getting it final to last episode, because I feel like that this information was just kind of thrown at us, and like it was like a thing where you like that's the information, just take it or leave it kind of thing. That's what bugged me the most about this fight member, because at the end of the day, I feel like when I look back on it, when many of people look back on it, back on the whole series as a whole, this is not stuff you're gonna remember, but it should be. It is kind of like, because it's part of the lore of the Shaman King world, but it's not, you're not going to remember it simply because of how it was delivered to us. At least that's how I feel about it. So after they're able to defeat this patch member, Hal awakens. He is now Shaman King, and he's just doing the madness. He is killing everybody on site, and he kills off everybody, all our main cast, everybody we know, love, and hate. They are now dead. And now we are now inside the Great Spirit, where a final fight will take place. And that fight is going to be with the people who have got the five great spirits. Obviously, Yo, Ren, Her, Trey, Jacko, and Lysak. And now, this is what I gotta say, yeah. They did dirty. The creator of Shaman King did dirty. For two reasons, yeah, for two reasons. Alright, fine, fair enough. He's not part of the Great Five. Alright, fair enough. But at least let him go out in a blaze of glory before they managed to before they went into the battle with the last patch member. Obviously, this is the space plot, and trouble breathing in this area. So Ryu offers to he helps in this regard. You know what he did if you've seen the episode. He helps in this regard, yeah. At least let him go out protecting his friends, get to the final threat, then have him just he's lit because when Hal comes in, he just literally stares at everybody, and that's it, boom, instantly dead. So when that happens to Ryu within this episode, he's done for the series. We're not going to see him in the final fight in the next episode. I highly doubt it. I'm 99.9% sure we're not going to see him in the final episode. So, like, he's done him dirty. And the reason why, that's one of why, the reason why they done him dirty, at least let him go out in the blaze of glory. The second reason why I feel like they done him dirty is because he's one of the main characters. He was there from episode 1. In episode 1, it is him Yo, Morty, Ren. We get introduced to these four characters all in this same episode. Horo comes later. Jacko much later. Lyzeg much later. Do you understand? So if anyone who deserved to have a spot within the five taking on Hal, it should have been Ryu. So I feel like they done him dirty. So Hal and Yo have a talk, and then after the talk, that's where we realize this was part of Yo's plan all along. So Yo with the remainder four using the great spirits that they now been able to obtain because everyone's dead now, so everyone's in the great spirit. So instead of Anna and company going to Mew to find them, they've conveniently been able to deliver the spirits quicker. Anyway, but my problem is that I don't want this final fight to just be big attacks, just raining down. Because the way I see it right now is that because they all live in this episode, they oversold up, and basically, rather than the oversouls being in weapon form, it just seems like it's just going to be the great spirits in the whatever demon beast, whatever, just the creature forms, and it's just going to be them raining down attacks on Hal. That's what I think is going to happen, and that's what I hope doesn't happen. I'd rather they honed it down. I'm a bit upset that the OG Guardian Ghost won't be with them, but I get why they're not. But I would rather, yes, they use the great spirits, but let the oversouls be weapons and have a more tactical fight. Let Hal have the big bad oversoul, if need be. But I'd rather our main cast have weapon oversouls and they fight through it that way on the more tactical sense, rather than just raining down attacks, because that will be boring in my eyes. But yeah, that is everything I've got to say about this episode. Obviously next week's going to be the final episode. After that, I might do videos on just how I felt about the series in general compared to the OG from what I remember off my head as a child. But yeah, for now, this episode will get 2-star rating, and like always guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel, but most importantly, take care, have a nice day.